So this is the bike. As you can see, doesn't look like a normal CRF anymore. It's a Honda CRF250L from building year is 2013. It just clocked over 26,000 kilometers at the moment. I've had it since it had 13, so I doubled the number of kilometers on it. And since the very beginning I've been building it to a bike that I really enjoy riding at the moment. It's a blast. It just is. Often I go trail riding with larger bikes like old Honda Transalps or big KTMs or something like that. I'm usually the smallest bike, but other people always have difficulty keeping up with me instead of the other way around. Unless we hit the tarmac and then they drive off, but then again, this is not made for the tarmac. So, about the bike itself and its upgrades, I've actually posted something about this on my Instagram as well, what it has. But in short, it has fully upgraded suspension from Hyperpro, which means that the front shock has been, or the front spring has been replaced by a progressive spring, and on the back I have the Hyperpro shock and progressive spring with a, I don't know what you call it in English, expansion pad for setting up the rebound and compression, I guess. Furthermore, I changed the headlight unit. I made this fairing myself. I wanted something different. I wanted a new project. I tend to always customize my bikes, so this was a new project. I started with making a rally fairing from fiberglass and some headlights from AliExpress, and then together with an adventure spec GPS mount, it makes a nice solid new fairing, which is holding up really well. I've built this like 8,000 kilometers ago. No breaks, no tears, no nothing. So I'm really pleased with it, and it actually helps with getting some of the wind from my chest when I'm riding on the highway. The bars have been changed for what they're called again. Yeah, you guys will recognize CR mid bars, together with some heated grips from Oxford and some simple UFO handguards, which have a metal bracket running all the way through. I've changed the levers as well for some shorty levers, which are quite more bendable, from AliExpress. I changed also the mirrors from some folding mirrors, so if I drop it, you can repair it very easily. Heading further back, the fuel tank has been changed for a Acerbis 12 liter one. Stock one is only 8 liters, so it's way too tiny. We've actually took these, my girlfriend has the same bike, we actually took these bikes all the way to the Pyrenees, but also all the way into Norway, and a big tank is really nice when you want to do that and go off-grid for a week or so and just can't keep riding all the time. Stock sheet has been changed for a Seatconcepts. If you ever want to upgrade a CRF, get a Seatconcepts seat. On the stock seat I couldn't last for half an hour, but on this one I can happily ride all day, no problem at all. There's also a bash plate on there just to keep the rocks out of the fuel pump or the water pump, and because the stock one again is made from plastic, so it's not really sturdy. This one is I don't know which brand it is. It's from eBay somewhere. Also I've changed the feet pedals for some that also came from AliExpress. Seriously, AliExpress has pretty good stuff. It's cheap. Don't expect the world from it, but if you want to trick out your bike and don't want to spend hundreds of euros, then AliExpress is the way to go. I actually fallen on both sides multiple times already, and they don't bend at all, so they also both can move back, so that's also helpful. Some extra wide footsteps. These are the expensive ones because I don't want them to break at all. Getting home without a footstep is a bitch. And then I actually also changed the chain guard because that actually wrapped, the stock one wrapped inside my tire once, because I was riding so hard. The tire caught the chain guard and it actually wrapped inside the spokes. It was a big mess. Luckily nothing broken except the chain guard itself, so I changed it for one from Amazon. Another thing that you have noticed, no doubt, is this homemade PVC pipe. It's just one with the screw cap for storage. On the stock CRF there's this small, what you call it, small compartment over here where you can leave some tools, but that doesn't function when you have these racks on there. They're saddle pannier racks from a company in the US. I'll post some links in the description, and they also function kind of as crash guards because they keep your exhaust nice and high and away from the ground if you fall over to the right. What's next? So I used to have a tail tidy, but I found out that it flings too much mud on my back, so I changed it back to the stock one. But I did change the massive blinkers for some, yeah, they're called, I think they're called cat eyes from Highway Hawk or something like that. They're still halogen bulbs, but they're really bright actually. And then of course I also changed the exhaust for a Leo Vince, and it gives a nice throaty roar for a single cylinder. If you punch it on, if you twist the throttle open, then get some nice sounds out of it, else it's just purring like a sewing machine. Most of you might be interested in the tires. They're actually Michelin trackers. They fit really well on the bike. I like them a lot. They're like the knobbiest street legal tires you can get here in the Netherlands. The back seems to be quite okay. There's not a lot of wear and tear. Even the knobs are not really rounding off yet, as you can see. Most likely has to do with the fact that this bike just simply doesn't have the torque to get these knobs worn out on tarmac. The front is still like brand new the day I put it on. You can even still see the riffles on the center knobs that are the same for the other ones. So, and then the last thing that I changed up to get it to really make the bike my own is of course the sticker set. As you can see, it's blue and yellow, while the stock one was white and red. I based the sticker set on a Dakar Honda bike that actually won the Dakar race back in 1986. I really fell in love with the color scheme, so I thought, oh well, I'll replicate it for my CRF. So that's what I did. There's this cool website called MotoCal.com. I'm not sponsored by them, but there you can actually design your own sticker set and they'll print it out for you and send it to you. It was about 100 euros, so it's really nice. So that's about it for the bike. There's some other things that I put on there, like a USB charger, because we do go on holidays with it, so it's nice to have a charger for your GPS. There's also a RAM mount for the GPS, and yeah, that's about it. So let's continue. Shall we do one more round? Is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Great, I didn't do that whole spiel for nothing. That's always a worry. So let's see if we can go one more round.